Okay, this one actually we're going to do input-output manipulation. So let me put color lines here for comments. Notice if you want to do multiple lines of comments, instead of slash slash next line slash slash, you hit slash asterisk and you hit enter, and you can put all your comments right here. So this is about input, output slash output manipulation. So input output manipulation. This program, we're actually going to calculate the volume of a cylinder. Volume of a cylinder, usually it's pi r squared times h. Pi times r squared times h. That's the volume of a cylinder. The radius squared, it's the area times the height. The area is pi r squared times the height h. Again, I'm doing a lot of videos today. Today is January 14th, 2021. And again, I'll go right here using namespace as standard, or STD for standard. Double radius. I'll use R for radius. Double H for height. I want the area to be constant. I notice, by the way, I put constant here if I want to, or inside that. There's a difference between them. Constant, double, pi equals 3.1416. Now, when you put it out there, that's really a global variable. Oh, right here, where is it? That's a global variable. Meaning what? Down the road, when we start talking about functions, any one of these functions can grab it and use it. If I put it here inside the main here, only this main program can use it. So two options for me. So let me now get R and H, the height and the radius. Let's begin. Cout, enter, enter the radius. And it's going to wait for me till I type the radius. CN, R, get the radius. Cout, enter the height. CNH. I forgot to define one for the volume, so we'll go double V for volume, that's equal to pi times, I can do R squared by going R times R if I don't want to use the power function, times H. Or pow R comma 2. Either way. Cout. Let's give all the values here. So this section show result. So Cout Let's bring the value of r, radius equal, and that's r, then go to the next line, C out, height equals h, and C out volume equals V, and go to the next line. And let's save it. And let's run it. Just make this one bigger here. Enter the radius, 4 point. Enter the height. Notice there's different number of decimal places. There is the radius, there is the height, there is the volume. Okay, let's go back and play with the output. I want to actually show you what you can do with the output. So first thing first, what will happen if I said I want the output to be in scientific notation? So I can go here, C out, and I go give me the result in scientific notation. C++ should know to give me the result in scientific notation. Let's save it. Where's save? Here we go. And let's run it. .2. The height is 125.36. And notice now the numbers in scientific notation. The radius is 4.5 times 10 to the 1. The height is 1.25 times 10 to the second, and the volume is 8.5. So you can get your result in scientific notation. You can also get your result. Let me just copy that so I don't have to delete it. Show result, but instead of scientific, let's go fixed. Let's see what fixed means. Run the program and run. So let me move this up so you get to see them both. So let's do 1 to 12.56, and this is 342.18. The first group is actually, this group is in scientific notation, but notice this group in fixed format. Fixed format, count the decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It fixed the number of decimal places, the default value to 6 values here. If the number is not 6, it puts zeros in them. So a lot of times you don't want to carry 6 decimal places, especially if you're dealing with money. That's 2 decimal places. So let me copy that and repeat this whole thing. Copy. Command V to paste it, but see out what I'm going to do here. I want to carry 2 decimal places for each number. So to do that, I'm going to use set precision. Can I see set precision? Not yet. So set precision. It should show up now. Not yet. Set precision. And let's set precision to maybe 2 decimal places. Make sure the spelling says something is not right. S-E-T. Oh, I know why. Because if you're going to use set precision, you have to go there and include something called I/O manipulation. Input-output manipulation. It doesn't know what set precision. Now it should be okay. Into the radius, I'm going to put a trick there. 50. Height 12.36. Now notice every number has 2 decimal places. Let me add one more thing instead of set precision. In this case, really didn't make a difference, but in some cases, see out, fixed, and show a decimal point, show point, even if the number doesn't have a decimal point. So let me take that set precision out. I'll put it back in a second. So here it says make them all the same length and show the decimal point, even if the number doesn't have a decimal point. So notice it doesn't have a decimal point. So there's radius. Now it's a fixed value and show the decimal point. Fixed again is going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal places. And if the number doesn't have a decimal point, show point will add the decimal point. By putting this 2 decimal places now, that actually eliminates (5) and 12.3. Notice I want it to be fixed, 2 decimal places, set width to 2 decimal, or precision 2 decimal places, that width. We're going to use set width shortly, and that's to make all the numbers the same size, like the same size. Well, they can't be the same size. So notice this is 3 digits, that's 4. what's going to happen if you do set width is going to push this to the right to make it lines up under the 2 there. That's good when you're printing like different values. Let's try another one here, another example. We'll leave this one there. int, the number x. And let's say the number x is really, really big. We'll say, well, not big. We'll just say some decent sized number, like 700 million, I don't know, equals 700 million, comma. But you can't put a comma because then it doesn't know what to do with it. But you want to know that's a 700 million, 087, comma, 256. And this number, that might be too big to fit in integer. Int, well, long integer. I think it's long int equals y equals long integer, bigger number. It holds a bigger number. Let's say this is in the billions. 314 billion, 295 million, 476, and 432. Semicolon. Cout, fixed, show point, and we'll do this, set precision, again, fixed, show point, and set precision will not work if you don't put include manipulation up there. So that has to be there to know what you're talking about. Let's see out x. Print x. Oops. And print y. I'll just copy that to save me some time. Let's see what will happen. Again, that's the first part, 5 and 3. Oh, I'm putting the value in the wrong spot. I didn't click here. Radius is 5, then 3. And here is x. And there's y. So the machine actually knew what that meant there. There was a single quotation. That's to separate instead of commas on the bottom. You can't use them. So we use single quotation to list these numbers. What about the set width? Notice to look right here where I did set precision, like right there. On the let me just run a different run. File. I'll run it again. You know what? Let me block some of the. Oh, that's all right. Leave it. Let me block some of these. Radius 12.56. Height 0.0123. In scientific notation first. But notice when we do the set width and set height and all that, the radius is 12.56. This is the height, because we're using 2 decimal places, set precision to 2. And this is the volume. But they're not lining up there the way I want to see them. Maybe I want the decimal point to line up. I want the ones to be on top of each other, the tens on top of each other, the tenth on top of each other. To do that, I have to say set width. I can make each number like 10 digits long. Like if I go right there and I go for R, set width to 10 digits for R. And I'll copy that and use it for all of them. It's going to make the number 10 digits long. And if it's not 10 digits, it's going to add spaces. Copy. So look right there at this block. Next time we run it, it's going to put extra spaces in the front to make sure all the numbers are lined up nicely. Radius, I don't know, 12.365, and the height 0.0526. See how right there we told them we want these numbers to be 10 digits long. And if it's not 10 digits long, you see that extra spaces to make them 10. So the decimal point will line up nicely. So that's the set width. I'm done with this example. I'll do a different one with fixing the output, making